Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to the Hayseed night, where Adder and Sepp have just left the beast's ship in pursuit of Aina, who is already off on her own. And they have found themselves in the sewers. And obviously they now need to find their way out.
Congratulations, Adder. You finally dragged me down to your level.
Come now. You know this is still a couple of pegs below me.
Oh, you figured that out.
Alright, so a vine as thick as a tree root. Oh, right. The ship.
Quiet.
Yeah, the ship apparently isn't an actual ship. It's like a living ship. A gigantic snail.
What is that?
I don't know.
Right. So, now they need to go the other way. Oh yeah, the anchors, right. That's what saved them. The ship is anchored, so it can't actually move towards Adder and Sepp. And now they need to find their way out of the sewers.
You wouldn't happen to have a map of the sewers somewhere in your mind, would you?
Yes, Adder. Studying public sanitary infrastructure layouts is just my idea of an entertaining second night.
Was that supposed to be sarcasm?
It mostly was.
Ha! Nerd!
This is mere speculation, but judging from the speed at which the water is flowing and how they managed to sneak a thing that size under the city without flooding a whole district, I'd wager we can't be too far from the sea.
Hold up! What?
Is it truly indispensable to you that we speak about manure while we're waddling through it?
I'm just saying, I'm starting to see why nothing grows around these parts.
Not another word on the subject.
So, speaking about sewer stuff, T-lid, huh?
What is that supposed?
Nothing. I'm just saying y'all threatened to kill me twice per sentence, but...
That's because it's supposed to be a secret.
Why?
What do you mean, why? It's obvious, isn't it? Mr. Tay-Tay is too important to let his reputation be tarnished for being related to a hobo and a whore.
Mm-hmm.
Sepp, I'd never let anyone call you a hobo.
Dumbass.
I mean, what reputation are we even talking about?
Only the ones tangentially related to me.
See, me and Gilf toured the place a couple of times when things were real bad.
You sound disgustingly okay with that.
Can't get queasy handling corpses when you're about to become one, ma'am.
Yeah.
Besides, most of them come fresh out of the arena. All the nasty stuff is Taylor's turf, but...
I suppose we can cross that one off the rumor list.
Hey! Careful with that thing!
It's called a hand, though I guess I can't really blame you for not knowing what one normally looks like.
You still mad at me?
Mad? I mean, do I look mad to you?
Look, we've been doing the whole I insult you insult me worse thing all day long. I've had a lot of time to think today, and I figured, I don't know what's going to happen next. But if we ran into a beast right now, I wouldn't want things to end like this.
Aw,
why don't we give the good old honest heart-to-heart a try?
I don't know, Adder. Can you be honest?
I'll do my best.
I could be taking a warm-scented bath right now.
Which one did we do last time? But you're having an adventure, or but you saved me. I can't remember which one we did last time. Did we even have this option last time? But you're having an adventure.
But you're escaping from legendary beasts instead, braving the depths to find a way to escape the sewers and warn the city of the dangers that lurk in the dark, hand in hand with a brave knight who'll protect you with his life.
Was that a silver lining just now, Adder? I can still go back and fetch that mop I warned you about.
Afraid we're kind of in a hurry right now, but you could show me the ropes tonight if we're still hanging out by then.
Oh my, what's this? A bribe? Trying to warm your way into my heart through my bed as usual?
Well, you know, I'm just open to inventing all kinds of analogies if they'll make you feel better, ma'am.
That's not what that word... Never mind. I'll get back to you on that.
Aw. Seb's hands would have surely strayed from Adder's had they been surrounded by anything but sewage. The situation was anything but alluring, alas, so they just chuckled together about it instead and hurried along, the air between them a little lighter than it was before. Figuratively. This still wasn't enough to quiet Seb's inquisitive nature, however.
Do you really want to be honest? Then stop using my feelings to deflect talking about yours for a moment. There may not be an appropriate reaction to finding out that beasts exist and your boss works for them, but I know you can't be taking this nearly as well as you pretend you are.
I don't know. I'll know how to feel when she lets me in on whatever's going on. Anything between this and that just goes in the little box of things I can't be thinking about.
Something tells me it's not precisely little.
Yeah.
That something got anything to do with me giving some grand friggin' speech to the whole city while I was busy running up and down your thoughts?
Maybe. But we're talking about you now.
I gotta believe that the only thing that's changed is that she ain't my boss proper no more, now that her pa sacked me. Whoever and whatever she is, she's still the person I admire the most in Dakna. I gotta believe in her, like she believed in me. She's my best friend in the world, no matter what.
Oh, this is where they encounter Aina, isn't it? We're back on familiar territory here. Yep. Wait again as Aina's arm waved at them from the other side.
That a good enough answer?
It will have to do for now.
Yep, there's Aina.
Boss! I'm so proud of you! That was amazing!
Aw,
You could have clued us in on your plan back there, you know. That wasn't no plan. You just got mad we weren't paying attention to you, so you punched a wall and then rolled with it. Well, I sure as hey ain't fixing that hole for you. Oh, boss! You all right? You're soaked to the bone! How'd that happen exactly?
Oh yeah, she's been swimming.
Good job, boss. Had a girl. Do me a favor and hold on to that till I need it.
A little help here? I'd rather not drown in a sewage
And then there were 3.
See? I keep telling y'all there's always a way to make things right.
I'll make sure to set my skepticism aside for you, if we're still alive tomorrow.
Yeah, don't hallucinate till you're out of the woods. We ought to get moving. Ain't
Alright.
There is no point in making baseless conjectures.
Howard? Hold up. You coming with us?
Volition?
You ain't ditching us?
Wow. You really think I care so little about the city I was raised in and its poor defenseless people? I go where the sister of the captain goes, of course. Aw, what's wrong? You have a complicated relationship with your family too, little beast girl. Boop. Adder!
If you don't quit that right now, I'm the one who's gonna flip out.
Aw, look what you've done, Aina.
Sip, focus. It's our
Who does everyone entail exactly? Do you have a feasible plan this time?
No, of course not. That'd be dumb.
Those buffoons either didn't realize they had beasts hiding in their ranks, or they let them run free amongst their own.
Well, in my defense, if it wasn't for today, we wouldn't know about the wolves in the first place. You think Lord Snotty Snout was in on this?
I may have fared better if he was some kind of conspirator.
Who's left then?
I think I chose Illigrab last time. Tailid? Or just ignore them? Tailid?
What about Tailid?
What about him?
He is the de facto wealthiest peasant in the city based on capital alone, not to mention the most powerful civilian. If there's someone invested in protecting his assets from an invasion, it's surely my brother.
Oh, yeah. He'd be real darn invested in that. I'd bet he'd invest a lot of money and blood into making sure they only leave his stuff alone.
All the more reason to believe we'd be safe behind his golems.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds good to me. Aina bared her teeth at the mere mention of the concept. She thumped her chest and then shook her head.
What? You think you could beat them on your own?
Of course you could. Your bro's just a weirdo on a power trip.
So what am I, then?
Feeling how close the conversation was to going off the rails again, Aina pushed both of them away from each other and stood between them, tapping her temple. Aina put a thumb over the side of her neck and slid it across her fur in a very recognizable gesture.
I think she means that she'd kill us herself faster. Meaning, that it wouldn't be safe.
Ah, that's good to know.
Aina nodded. Then she bit her lip, trying to piece together the way to express her thoughts. She pulled on her shirt, wrapped one fist around the other next to her heart, and then tapped on her nose quickly.
I'm not sure which one of us is worse at this.
I think she's signing the beasts can smell us, but not just smell us. They can smell, chest. No, heart? That make a single lick of sense to you?
Sep's mouth hung agape as she finally understood what Aina was trying to communicate.
They can scent the Hatsa.
And that means...
It means they can scent the Hatsa! Just how do you know that, Aina? Why are you so sure about that?
I think we had this conversation last time.
Ugh.
Aina's eyes narrowed into mere lines.
Well, they ain't found her for one, so whatever it is that is, she must be onto something.
Sep shot a glare in Adder's direction. She had no actual retort to this logic that wouldn't result in at least half an hour of arguing, however.
Fine, that's not the concerning part. If what she's saying is true, that would mean they're capable of perceiving our very soul through their sense of smell. They could be magnitudes better at navigating a current than we could ever hope to be.
Adder joined Aina in nodding non-committally, as if either of them got any of that. Sepp sighed, with violence.
Imagine you could smell the waves about leaves in the sea when the wind blows in your direction.
We've definitely had this conversation before, last time we went through this, so...
Yeah, no, that's impossible.
No, it's not.
You're at a level 10 of sepness right now. I need you to come down 2.
If you don't want your hotza read through your gaze, you can close your eyes, yes. But you can't do that with your smell. There's no...
So they can't smell where her thoughts are? Because the sewers sink more than the sea!
Yeah.
Potentially, yes. Which finally takes me back to the original point I wanted to make. If Aina thinks this stench is our disguise, wouldn't it make more sense for us to hide using a scent that didn't remind them of the place we just escaped from?
So this is why the bats come in, isn't it? Yeah.
No, she kinda got a point there, boss. So, here's the thing, Sip. You may not have noticed, because you lived here your whole life surrounded by fancy perfume and delicious soap, but coming all the way up from Chancery, I can promise you this one thing. The first thing you notice when you walk into Heirloom ain't the walls, ma'am. The city don't smell like roses. However, we diggity do agree this is the grossest thing either of us has gone through in a good long while, and I got no intention to let the one decent set of pants I own stay dyed green-brown for the rest of my stay here. If we want to find the middle point between our safety and our decency while we weather out the storm, we gotta make sure we're still blended in after washing up. And we can only do that
Please say something intelligent.
in a place that smells worse than we do.
Why? Why would you reach that conclusion? If all we need is to disguise ourselves, we may as well douse our bodies in spice and jump into a temple. They won't be able to tell either way.
Sure thing, Your Majesty. Name one shop in the city where 3 weirdos covered in crap can ask for a whole bucket of spices to jump in.
I did not say it was a feasible idea. I was simply stating the fact there are better ones out there.
I mean, the smoke would be a real nice way to hide us, if it weren't for the fact that pyres tend to attract a lot of guards. I bet Miss Rochelle's gonna be real happy to see you in good company. Ain't she now?
Has anybody ever mentioned how lowly your rhetoric is?
If they have, I sure as hey didn't understand.
Okay.
The masses have spoken. All that's left is finding the place then. That's the spirit. Come on, Majesty. I'm sure that once we got a moment to sit down and rest our hooves.
If any of this starts making even an inch of sense to me, you can just go ahead and let them skewer me with my own horns.
All right. Last chance to marvel at the scenery ahead.
Hey, Sep, you get a feeling this place looks familiar somehow?
It's just the view of the palace.
Right.
All right. So to the bats, I think.
You could tell how much I love high places, I see.
Need me to carry you?
Not in front of that varmint, I don't. What do you think you're... Put me down, you beast!
Aina.
Would you look at that?
Aina took the lead there, and yeah. I think this is the baths thing.
Hey, boss. When,
Shut up. This is your house? Here be blessed. When you said you both lived in a shack...
Hey, it ain't so bad. It's the brick box at the edge of the cliff.
Ugh. I really should have taken you to the doctor before bringing you anywhere near me.
You know what? Now that I got a moment to think about it, I don't think this is such a hot idea.
I'm sure the occasion merits an exception.
Maybe. But maybe actually truly we ought to hide somewhere else. Like a dump. I mean, it smells almost the same, but without the danger of running into my landlord.
Yeah, there was something about Geoff not wanting any visitors or something, and I kind of sort of remember this is where they remember the kind of abandoned baths.
We have far more serious problems than Geoff right now. Move!
No way! Nope. No.
You are going to get murdered either way, Adderson!
Bath.
Yes,
Yep.
Adder dear. Lead me to the place where you purportedly used to wash yourself.
That'd be ain't his tub, but boy, oh boy, there's no means to justify that end. No offense to your soap-making skills, boss, but I'm pretty sure those were just lye bars. I swear I was yellow all over before I started using that thing.
I don't much care where or how, but I was promised a bath and a...
Well, if you ain't picky as long as it makes me cry, I know a place we could go. They found the owner dead in real mysterious circumstances.
I think I'll take my chance.
Yeah, sure thing. What's a little more cursing matter at this point?
Alright. Back into the sewers, and now I think the next time they emerge from there, they will be in the baths. Yeah.
Knock, knock! One fresh bucket of our finest water coming up for her grace.
God! How is it so cold?
We should be thankful the pump's working at all. Scrub up.
Hold on. Is this what I think it is? Bath episode?
Lynn is a little too excited.
This sure brings me back to my water selling days. Speaking of work, Aina, how are we doing over there? Boss, don't be like that. You know baths are good for you. Do we really gotta do this whole dance every time? Give me that sponge. I gotcha!
Okay.
And you better not go crawling out till I tell you. You hear?
What? What did Ina see?
Yeah, this is where the swimsuit, was it swimsuit or towel or bathrobe or whatever it was? A towel, yeah.
What?
A perfectly decent bathing robe under the towel. Yeah, because see, Lynn is kind of underage. So the narrator is taking care to be family friendly here.
No, she wasn't.
Lynn knows what's up though.
I'm 14, not stupid. I swear to you that the first thing I'll do on my right day is come back and rewrite this.
Oh, look. The shy little cabbage is finally showing her true colors. Wow. Your hair color looks even more unreal than the dye, doesn't it? To be honest, though, I only thought it looked like rice noodles when I was a child. Yum. So you really don't remember me at all, do you? Then again, I don't look anything like the child you knew, do I? Well, anyway, whenever you carried me, he'd say it was so sweet. We looked like a pumpkin pie. But you were always so patient with me when I was a child, remember? You even let me chew on your ears whenever I was scared. Could it be my fault they look like this now? You don't know? We could always check.
Is this where Adder comes in?
Honestly, I think I prefer it like this for once. You don't need to remember you ever knew me, Aina. I want you to see me as I am.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Yep, this totally is where Adder comes in.
Nothing. Just watching a snowflake melt in the water.
Keep on calling her cute little nicknames. See how that turns out for you.
Yeah, the family friendliness here is not fooling anyone.
Right, whatever. Just let me write some steamy prose about my ancestors.
All right, everyone. Soak up nice and good, take a dip in the hotter pool, back to cool, and then it's right back out. The water feels great, but we ain't got time to waste splashing about all day.
Okay, I think we'll continue from here in the next episode. We've got a little more of this bath stuff to go through, and then if I remember correctly, they're going to run into some trouble, and yeah, we'll see where we get to in the next one. But I think we are getting pretty close to the temple stuff right now, so shouldn't be very many more episodes, if I remember correctly, till we get to the temple again and kind of do the end game. But for now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.